I'm going to be trying to do two things for the new year. Definitely mainlining a new game. Darkest Dungeon will still be there because there's no way I'm going to finish all the games I want to do. I mean, I still need to do like all the character reviews. I do want to finish a Stingeon run, all that good jazz and stuff. But I definitely want to start a new game in 2020. Can't believe it's already going to be 2020. But anyhow. And I'm also going to try to redo my intro and front image. When I first made Hidden SQuiDZ Gaming, my wife made the image. I really do like it. But I want to get something like more of like an animated intro, so I'm actually trying to learn how to use an animation software right now. And it might take me 4 months to learn how to do a 5-second intro. So once I do it, I'm going to be so happy, but I do want to get that done for the new year. I just don't know how it's going to look or end up yet. Should be a good time though. Fallout, I've played 3 and 4 and Vegas. If you want to know my favorites out of that, for some reason I'm a huge fan of 3. Sometimes people have issues with 3 and they say Vegas was amazing. I like the story of Vegas, but I felt as if Vegas was a little empty at moments. I don't know how to explain it, just felt empty. Not to say the game was bad, I just think 3 was my favorite. 4 felt a little lackluster. I beat it once, enjoyed it, but I have had zero motivation to buy it on the computer or go back, unlike Skyrim where I beat it on Xbox twice. And then I even bought it for the computer and then continued to beat it another 2 times. I mean, I don't know. When it's a good game, it's a good game. Yeah, and how I got into Darkest Dungeon, I never really thought this was video worthy, but maybe I can just pull this from the Twitch stream here and then upload it to the channel. I saw Darkest Dungeon, was it 2019? I've been playing this game for a year and a half, so that's 2018. So I think I saw this game when it only been out for about a year, and I always looked at it and I thought it was really cool, but I never really pulled a trigger on it. And then eventually one day my one friend got it, and he said it's a tough game, I think you would like it. And I said okay, I'll try it. And lo and behold, here I am, 2 years later, over 300 hours of gameplay, 4 campaigns. I mean, goodness, I really like the game, obviously. But yeah, I'm always a little weary about where I sink my time into stuff. I own a lot of video games, I've played a lot of video games, but it's always gotta be careful what you sink your time into. But yeah, Darkest Dungeon, man, it's everything I like, because it's turn-based, but you get to build and add things. It punishes you for stupid decisions. Definitely not easy. Oh my gosh, is this game not easy. One of the videos I want to make, I probably won't happen before the end of the year, but I want to make a game called, and you might laugh, is Darkest Dungeon hard? Because I've really struggled with the idea, is it hard, or is the learning curve so massive that it seems really hard? And sometimes that's really hard to differentiate from one another. Like, are learning curves technically hard, or is it just hard because you don't know what you don't know, right? And I've always struggled on how to categorize Darkest Dungeon. Because RNG can make a game hard, but not because your lack of skill, per se. But there's ways to obviously reduce RNG in this game. There's, Battle Ballad, decreasing people's buff chance, getting trinkets that increase your accuracy. I mean, there's a point where you literally cannot miss, thus RNG is not an excuse. But I think my biggest complaint, well not complaint, but the biggest reason why this game is hard is if you don't look anything up before you go into it. If you lose a party or 2 to 3 people in a party, you gotta spend all that time getting your party back, and that is just, it's grind heavy, and that's probably people's biggest beef about the game. And I can understand that, because if you're a father, you got maybe an hour to play, hour and a half to play. Oh, you're never going to finish Darkest Dungeon. It's going to take you a year to finish this game, and that's if you play it really well. I mean, it takes, I think I sunk 40 hours into my first playthrough. I mean, that's a lot of time. I mean, gosh, that's like Final Fantasy amount of time, 40 to 50 hours to get through the campaign. And that's without the DLCs being on. I mean, it would have taken me longer if I had DLCs. Reminds me of my first playthrough. A lot of mixed emotions in that bag. A lot of mixed emotions. So I don't know if all of you guys remember, but I feel as if everyone has that one moment in their first Darkest Dungeon run where they have like a scarring memory or two. And for some reason, mine is the Hag first time I played. Because I took in these two guys, and once again, a Jester and a Vestal to go kill the Hag, and you probably can already tell why it's a terrible idea. And I just remember sitting there for like 6 rounds, chronically freeing people from the Cauldron and not being able to do any damage to the Hag herself, so I just had to back out with someone in the Cauldron still. It was a sad day. Rip. I think I lost my crew. I can't remember who I lost, but man, just rip. Oh, you played League of Legends for 10 years. I played Dota 2 for I think. I played a lot of MOBAs. I played League, I played Legends, I played Smite, I played WoW's, what's that called? Heroes of the Storm. And then I played Paragon like a couple of times before that went under. I could see why League was fun. It's just I started in Dota 2, and it's just kind of the baby I sat with. I spent so much time in that, I didn't want to go learn a whole other MOBA. And the reason why I played Heroes of the Storm a decent amount is it's so frickin' simple. You get like 4 abilities, there's no items, and you have all your abilities from the start. There's like no builds, it's just so easy. Not to trash anyone who plays the game, but it's much easier MOBA to get into. Oh, John, you just made my wife so happy. She loves Heroes Might and Magic 3. That is her game. We have played that. I'm gonna tell her you said that, because she's gonna push me to do a video, and we might do one now because of that. She just absolutely loves that game. So you might actually see a Heroes Might and Magic video coming out soon. But yeah, that's funny. But yes, we played that. Yes, I say yep. Heroes is such. It really was. I own. Now we actually did recently buy a new one, and it is actually pretty reminiscent of the 3rd. I want to say, is it the 7? I think it's Heroes Might Magic 7 we actually bought. It's not too bad. 6 wasn't too great, but I think 7 was fairly close. And we almost got through campaign on that one, but then we got distracted with something. But yeah, she loves 3, just loves it.